From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough of the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh!
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn. I'm shooting you a really quick excerpt on why you have to keep your eye on your tanks. Little things like just giving it the once over with a flashlight. This is my little LED flashlight. I keep these in all of my little systems, and I happen to be taking a look at the system and I noticed something waving around. And if you guys have been running your tanks, this tank's only been running for a year, but it's been running pretty dang unhealthy. I noticed serpent stars really close to my float valve for the Tunzi. And if you guys have ever used top-offs, you'll notice that any little thing can get in the way of that float valve and get it stuck on, even though this is the newer version with the little cage around it. I found these guys in the sump. I have quite a few. When your tank is running and it's pretty healthy, you'll get these guys, little serpent stars. They're all over the place. If I took this tank apart, I'd probably find 100 of them. But what you do want to do is check anything around your float valve, because that little guy was literally in the cage, and I used my little dosing thing to tap it to get it out of there. Not to say that it would 100% stick that float valve in the on position, but guess what? Why take any chances? And if I hadn't noticed it, it would have probably did just that. Let's see if I can get a better shot. I can get these guys here because they're right at the filter. Brittle stars are the cleaning crew of nature, just like mysis and things like that, amphipods. You'll get these on any piece of rock that you have or a frag that you buy at a swap, and they'll typically make it into your sump. And by getting into your sump, I mean, if I give this the once over, I probably see all kind of things crawling around on the filter pads and things like that. You'll get these little guys, but you do have to make sure that snails, hermits, and brittle stars of any kind don't get where you don't want them, which is why you have to clean your pumps, check any of your sensors and float switches. See, this guy is coming out now because I tapped it. I probably gave him a headache. He must have found a good spot for shelter. He's trying to go right back in there. So here's what I do. And you'll see he don't like that. There he goes. Nice and clean, but did you see how big that guy was? And the reason I sounded funny is because I was holding a flashlight in my mouth. Okay. But that's just a quick tip, man. It's hot. The tank is hot. I'm not gonna lie, this one has no fancy temperature thing. It's hooked up to the fish bit, but I'm old-fashioned. I like on the spot. And it's 80+ degrees. But as you can see, everything is chilling. In nature, it gets hot. Guess what? The ocean don't have an air conditioner. So you manage. Some corals do better in the summer than others, but they bounce back. So till next time, this is D telling you, give your tank the once over, check it out, check your sensors, check your float valves, and stay cool, people. See ya.
You're not gonna freak out like you did at the petting zoo, are you?
Hey, that snail was about to charge.